And joining us on What Now to discuss the commemoration is a public affairs analyst, Gbenga Owoyele. Good to have you join us.
All right. Happy to meet you today, to be part of you.
Thank you. Let's look at this because this whole day is built on global cooperation and just the idea and the concept that everyone should come together and deal with issues around poverty eradication. But when you look at how we have handled issues around the COVID-19 pandemic, the vaccination, and then the climate change agreement, how optimistic are you that we will be able to achieve this goal?
Well, presently, if we evaluate the way the issues of COVID-19, the climate change issue is being handled, we may have fears that things will not shape out for the solidarity movement of the world same way. However, if we remember that it is in the light of this solidarity for other nations that the top world countries, developed nations looked the direction of Africa and Nigeria in particular, supported us with vaccines, and other organizations also supported with food relief, which is in line with the World Solidarity Fund under the International Solidarity Day that the UN usually commemorates today. So yes, implementing it as Africans, we had issues, but the world, the nations are doing their part to ensure that they fulfill this section of the agreement, the international agreements of sister nations in the UN. So the implementation part of it cannot be done for us as nation. Nigeria, we have to sit up and know that if the whole bid to eradicate poverty and also solidarize with other nations have two sections, the side of the giver and the side of the receiver. The giver is giving it, and the receiver should be able to.
Absolutely. If I may jump in here, because you mentioned the issue of the COVID-19 and how some foreign countries came to the aid of Nigeria with vaccines. But let's not also forget that when it comes to the issues around of climate change, we are still waiting for developed nations to pay the developing nations some amount that was pledged to be paid. I think it was $100 billion every year, thereabout. But isn't there also an issue of justice here when it comes to solidarity?
Yes, there is. I agree with you. But as much as we expect financial support for climate change issue, we should also understand that the same sort of people gave us what we were unable to distribute effectively. We remember what happened during ESAS, where people saw a whole lot of relief items, and they saw that in the media. And of course, they are human beings too. They will look at the way we handle that before they start doling our money. But of course, when we had the issue of flood, there was a relief fund released to the federal government for it. So very soon, we will have that too. The question is, how effective are we going to use it? And that is one of the conversations, debates that should be going on presently, in line with whatever kind of town hall meetings we are having with politicians contesting for election in 2023, because we should be talking about how they intend to implement and to use judiciously those kind of funds and support that we get from
Absolutely.
the United Nations.
You didn't mention the issue around the giver and the receiver. That's a message to take home. Thank you so much for talking to us. Public affairs analyst Gbenga Owoyele.
Yeah, you are welcome. Thank you very much.